Hi, I'm Darren. I'm here to give you an overview of the Torrens University sports management programs. Studying sports management at Torrens University will give you an advantage because you'll gain the knowledge, skills and qualifications you need to make a difference in the sports industry. You'll learn everything you need to know to work in sport. We start with the business foundations and then we focus on the context of sport, managing athletes and teams, managing clubs and associations, managing events and facilities. We'll give you the management and business skills you need to make a difference in the sport industry. We have students straight from school who have played sport and see sport as a career option for them. We have people already working in sport who believe a qualification will take them further. And then we have older, mature people who are working somewhere else in another industry, but they've always been connected to sport in some way, and they see a qualification as important to that shift in their career. When I teach sports management, I like to keep it real. I like to integrate practical examples, case studies into my teaching. We want students to complete assessment that is real, that reflects what is happening now in the sports industry. So students could be NRL fanatics in Brisbane or following a different sport from overseas, and we allow them to explore those sports. We want them to embrace the sports that they're passionate about. We see a strong link between their own interests and their career aspirations. For many of them, it's how to make that first step, gain the confidence to enter the industry. I think sports management is so important because it is a business. Like any business, we need to plan for the future and allocate our resources in a responsible way. But sport is a unique business because of that emotional attachment. We have millions of people around the world connected and engaged in sport, and we cannot take that for granted. What you'll learn in our classroom is that the sport industry is a very global industry, very progressive industry, and an industry that provides a lot of opportunity for young people. It could be locally in the sports facility down the road, it could be at their favourite sporting team, or they may need to travel and volunteer at a global event. I think for many of them it's about the how. Studying sports management at Torrens University, you're going to feel motivated, passionate and really confident that there's a role for you to be part of the team. If you're interested in creating opportunities for people to enjoy their sport, you should study sports management. Let's get started. Sport management isn't just business, it's life, and you look for opportunities that hopefully will take you wherever you want to go. One thing that really surprised me about sport management was the chaos behind the scenes. We turn on the television or we walk in the front gate at the stadium and everything looks so perfect and you don't realise what's had to take place to actually make that moment happen. I think sport management as an industry is very progressive. It's still learning. It's why we still see mistakes being made at the elite level, at the community level. There is so much to talk about, so much to unpack, so much to discuss with students. I think the unique thing about being in my class is that I've been there before. I'm really interested in bringing local or recent examples to the class. I think our students leave Torrens University well prepared for the sports industry. We very much focus on the managing of athletes and teams. We explore marketing, explore some of the governance and integrity issues in sport. So it's a diverse mix, it's contemporary, and it prepares students for the sports industry today. I'm still connected to the sport industry today. I recently returned to my local football club as secretary. I'm also studying my PhD, exploring the corporate social responsibility at professional sports teams. I think the people that really excel at sport management have a couple of qualities. Firstly, they love people. I think people in sport tend to be all-rounders. They think on their feet, they can react and make decisions really quickly. One of the great experiences I've had in sport was attending the 2000 Olympics in Sydney. I volunteered for the Paralympics, saw some amazing Paralympians. And I wish I'd discovered that earlier, because I would have volunteered and travelled to a number of other sporting events, and I really encourage students to embrace those opportunities. My advice to anybody wanting to work in the sport industry is to really embrace it. You do need the qualification, you do need the industry experience. Put yourself out there, really position yourself for casual or full-time employment towards the end of the degree. Don't wait to graduate, get an early start.
My name is Stephen Caradonna. I currently study a Bachelor of Business in Sport Management at Torrens University. I currently work at the Penrith Panthers Rugby League Club down at their academy, and I work in the sponsorship department. My role in sponsorship is Partnerships Administrator. So my day-to-day is essentially helping everyone, including both my team and also sponsors, pretty much deliver what they pay for. So if that includes hospitality, pretty much, sign jerseys, whatever they need, whatever they sort of pay for in the deliverables, whatever they would like, I sort of manage that and make sure they do get delivered, as well as focusing on my development and also relationship building. I chose to study at Torrens University because I felt a better connection with the lecturers. So essentially, Torrens University have classroom-based sort of layouts. So essentially, there's probably about 30 in a class and one lecturer. So I feel like I'm closer and I could get a better understanding of the lesson and pretty much the course that's at hand through a closer connection with the lecturer. So one of the highlights that I was able to experience was Torrens University providing me with an internship. So being able to have that intern placement over at the Penrith Panthers has eventually provided me with my full-time job now here. So just being able to provide me with that internship and learning everything I needed, and knowing that, I was well equipped through my success coaches to be able to work in the workforce and do it through an internship was just a really big highlight for me. Torrens University has prepared me for the real world by providing me with the right course. So essentially, I wasn't too sure what I wanted to study, and when they gave me the right course of sport management, I was able to pretty much grab all the utensils that was provided to me, whether it was through the modules or the collaboratives, or even just through one-on-one speaking to the lecturers. They're able to pretty much provide me with all the information I needed to be able to go out into the real world. So for anyone who actually wants to, join the sporting industry, just, find your sports industry. Torrens University will give you the opportunity to join these sporting industries, just like I have with the Penrith Panthers. Create small goals and be able to achieve them, bit by bit, take it, day by day, and just essentially focus on everything that you want, and Torrens University will give you that opportunity.
I was a general manager with a telco. I travelled extensively. Every couple of weeks I was in a new city. The reason I chose the MBA through Torrens was the flexibility in delivery. It allowed me to do a conference call in New York. It allowed me to do an assignment collaborating with colleagues in London. I did an exam in a hotel room in Perth, and I also studied via weekend intensives. On reflection, I'm proud of my achievement.